Hey everyone, it's Mary with Sayre Seer. This is your daily tarot for August 16th, 2019. So this is something new we're going to timestamp all the signs, and we're going to touch briefly on all the signs. It's just for the day, okay, for the 16th of August, 2019. So let me know what you think, and I'm always open to constructive criticism, or just your opinion is always good too. So, alright. So we're going to start with, always in sequence, starting with Aries, just to simplify it and so you know what to expect next. So, we got Aries. So, I pulled a Angels and Ancestors card for a focus. So, Aries for August 16th is take charge with authority. That's pretty easy for Aries to do because, they are the Emperor. Alright, so that's your message. You know what you need to do. It's time to get moving, okay? Alright, so here's your cards. We have Strength reversed. This is, you may be worried that you're not strong enough to do this enterprise that you want to do, whatever it is. But you're being reminded about how strong you are as an individual. And this is the Nine of Cups. This is a single person that is strong and able to hold her or his own. Single, they could be divorced, but they have their own business, home, they have their own financial stability, okay? And that could be actually somebody you're thinking of, that you want to move towards. Because if this feels like it could be like comparable to the Emperor, and that may be your Empress. So, of course, the Empress is she's fertility, she's creation, she's the counterpart of the Lord or Emperor. So she's also independent, but she's also very nurturing. And so if you want to go towards this person, it may be time to consider that. Okay. But they're asking you to release your insecurities and just do what you know is right. We'll get 3 more cards for you. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, and this is doing things, it's spiritual guidance, but it's also established systems like marriage or education or religion. Okay. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. We have Judgment reversed. So you're being asked not to focus on what hasn't worked in the past, and to use your spiritual guidance, your new spiritual guidance that you have, to create, just to take charge and go for, you can do it a new way, You can create the new way with the spiritual guidance. It can still lead you to the same path if marriage is what you seek in this person, but the steps have to be taken. And remember what didn't work last time, whether it was somebody else or whether it was the same person. So maybe you didn't think you had another chance to ever love again. Judgment reversed because of the way things ended in the past. But that doesn't have to define you. We're not broken. We can always switch it up and make a new start. Always. Okay? So, alright, let's go ahead and move on to Taurus. Let me put that one over here, and then these we'll put back. So Taurus, your focus for tomorrow, August 16th, is a Fire Guardian. Now, that's about igniting your passion. So the Fire Guardian speaks of igniting your passion, and it also has to do with the passion that's trapped in your core. So this could be from maybe memories or pain that is unresolved. And so a lot of ways people ignite that type of passion is the promiscuity and the search of sex, to fill that hole. But and that's all in good, except there's karma attached to that. Excuse me. So, although that may be something you're feeling and you're considering and you just want to go, consider what, again, may be attached to that as far as karma wise. If you, especially if you are married or in a relationship, and if that's something you can't pursue with your loved one, then you're being asked to consider alternate ways to deal with that, especially if that's become an obsession, okay? It's time that maybe you deal with this kind of issue. So, one of the ways that we do that, igniting our passion, and it's actually the same creative energy that is expressed in sex, is expressed in dancing, singing, building something. It's creation itself, you see, just creation. So doing something you love will take you to the place back to yourself and stop looking outside of yourself to fill that need. If you want balance and you want the happier life that you are seeking in this lifetime, stability and all that, then it's wise to consider using that creative energy in a new way. A way that will serve all. Because art not only helps you get back to who you really are, it also beautifies the world and inspires others. Okay, so here's some cards for you. Here's the Eight of Cups reversed. Page of Swords reversed. High Priestess. Excuse me, sorry. And the Star. So you may be considering wanting to go back to an old love. So I'm sorry. Somebody that you were forced to walk away from because you made promises maybe you didn't keep, or contracts you couldn't fulfill. So, and the dishonesty that you brought into this. So there's still your wish, and somehow you have intuition. I don't know, maybe you can still feel this person. And if the way you were going after sex, sorry, I'm just going to be blunt, so sorry, resulted in the destruction of the relationship, this is your opportunity to change that part about yourself. So you have control. Real control, not the mask, not a facade, then while you're doing something on the down low, okay? So it's embracing the change, embracing the opportunity to do things different, to get what you want, your ultimate wish. And because if you try to go back to this particular person, this person is really intuitive. They know you're here. They know. And they know you want to come back. So, I think you know what I'm saying, because you're intuitive too. You got to get that stuff straightened out. This is your opportunity. This is the direction to go, which you've been looking for, right? Okay. All right, so let's let's take a look at Gemini now. Gemini, this is the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Okay. So the Hunter says, our fears and our desires are, I would say, your obstacle, because Gemini sometimes tend to put other people's their wants before themselves. It's just kind of the way they're built, you know, and it's real. It's not really a facade. But then they get in a place of fear because and frustration, and maybe the anxiety comes from a place of fear. So you're being asked to track down your fears and your desires. Start with your fears, okay? Get a handle on that, know what they are, and on the other side of your fear is your desire, your true desire, yours, not anybody else's, but yours, okay? So it's time to put everybody else aside while you take care of you. Okay? And that's not selfish. That's filling your own cup so you can fill others. Okay? Alright, here's some additional advice. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed. And we have the Lovers. Okay? There's kind of a warning here of people coming back from the past. People that weren't dependable. People that weren't honest. And people that weren't financially reliable either. It's about the way they left you. Don't do it just for love. Don't do it just for someone else. This card can represent several things. Once you track down your fears and you face your fears of stop giving yourself to others before yourself. What are you fearing in that? That you'll maybe be happy? Because you deserve the happiness, you know. You deserve it. You're not here to make other people happy at your expense. So, the Lover card reminds you of, if you come from a place of your heart, and I'm not talking about what people talk you into. I'm talking about what you really love. You come from a place of your heart, you will be successful, whether it's in business or relationships or all of that, okay? So, if it doesn't feel right and the alarms are going off, don't allow it anymore. And that's your message, okay? All right, so now we're going to look at Cancer. Okay, Cancer, so your oracle, your advice today is to choose your path. This is the Direction Guardian. Your ancestors and angels want you to know that they're protecting you, and that they send animals and little signs to let you know that they're there, and that no matter what you're going through, you're being asked to go in a certain direction. So there may be a change of course, but they're subtle. It's subtle right now, so they're just trying to get your attention, okay? And so if you see an animal out of place, like something you would normally see, then consider what you've been thinking about. And that might be your message. So here's an example. So if you're you're thinking about doing a new job, changing it, and opening up a store instead of being a nurse, for example. And a duck just flies in front of your car window. I mean, right, and you're going, what the heck? That's your sign. Okay? And just pay attention to those things. They'll give you some guidance. Well, maybe you should consider that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that works. The synchronicities sometimes are not synchronicities at all. Okay, so here's your advice. Your Queen of Cups, the Fool reversed, the Sun, beautiful, and the Tower reversed. Okay. Okay, so Queen of Cups. So this is water signs. This is representing you, Cancer. So this lady, she has her cup and she's looking over her people or her land, right? Because she's the queen. Because she's the queen. And she has this cup of love, and she is looking for what she loves. What do I really want to do? Okay? It's the context of the way this is coming through. What do I really want to do? And what would make me happy? This is happiness, abundance. This is the sun. Happiness, abundance, walking in the sun, being out in the open, okay? Walking in your truth. And it's so good that it makes you feel like a child again. And time flies when you're having fun, right? And so this is what you're asked to consider. But you're asked to consider all the details. And don't jump in like a fool. That's what that means. consider taking the correct steps if this is a change you want. But also, you're asked to make the changes before. This is weird how this is coming out, so. You're asked to consider the changes before you're forced to make them. Does that make sense? Because there's something that needs to change here, and you know that. The Tower reverse is you're trying to keep the Tower, the crash, from happening. So they're trying to give you guidance now before everything blows up, so to speak. Okay? So, excuse me. The divine guidance comes either way. It's going to come either way. But this is your chance to have your ducks in a row before it comes, or your warning that maybe you should consider looking at something else before that happens, okay? So that's your advice, Cancer. And so these may resonate all or in part or not at all. So, okay, keep that in mind. They're not for everybody. Okay, and so Cancer, we have Leo. Okay, Leo, your advice from your angels and ancestors is the medicine mother. So honor your inner knowing. Your inner knowing, Leo. Your connection to fire, connection to spark, and your passion. Okay. And I don't know. I'm not sure what that means yet. So, I mean, its medicine mother is is your ancestors and the healing and what you know, your family lineage and stuff like that, and that they are sending you messages all the time. That is kind of what that's all about. But also, I'm not sure how it affects what's going on yet, here and now yet. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Hermit reversed, Justice reversed, and the Lovers reversed. So I can see what's going on. So Page of Pentacles. This is bad contracts, bad agreements. Somebody not sticking to their agreements. Not being introspective to look at why this is happening, what happened, and how to change it in the future. Not looking at the common thread between the actions, between your actions or someone else's actions. But this is your reading, so this has got to be your actions. I could be wrong, but, you know, it can be flipped. There's no justice in what's been going on. I don't think you've been really connecting to see what the bigger picture is. What am I missing? That's what you're being asked to consider. What are you missing? Is it infidelity? Choosing somebody or something over you? Or you that over someone else? And because you're fire, you can tend to get the rap more than other people, right? What are you not facing here? What are you not willing to look at because you just plain don't want to change it, or you don't want to be responsible for it? But the common thread may be you. And it's time that if you want things to be better, to release what no longer serves you. Full moon, it's a perfect time. Okay? Alright, moving on. We are going to do Libra now. So Libra, your guidance is the Magic Guardian. Okay, so the Magic Guardian asks you to unlock your magic within. I know that's not so easy for an earth sign, but I'm seeing it a lot for you, Virgo. Your logic and your earth, right? If things have been difficult, you may be fighting the message that you're getting. Not maybe. You pretty much are. I think they're telling you. She also has a cup. Emotions. Where have your emotions been? Have you cut them off? Okay. Emotions and intuition and spiritual guidance. Okay. You're being asked to listen. You know, and you're very earthy. You are earth. So, being in nature and all that, they will give you, how can all that be an accident? There's a lot of theories, but just our lives are pretty magical in general. So just consider opening up that part and see if you see things any different, because I think you're asking for a difference, or they wouldn't be trying to give you this guidance, right? Okay. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. Okay. Queen of Cups. And the Tower. Okay. Alright, Virgo. I know you want to love somebody, and you look out upon the land and say, where's that person for me to love? And you have people writing in. You have the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Wands. So this is fire and this is water. This is somebody that appears to be, and these are energies, or they could be people. Somebody that's fiery, exciting. This is somebody that's loving and, you know, seems emotionally available, water. But I think you're looking at past people, or the types of people. So this is Prince Charming, and this is the guy that wants to get in your pants. And that's the extremes that you may be seeing. You go, why? It's because of the way we're showing up. When we start connecting with our spiritual guidance more, we level up in our vibration, and this stuff doesn't come the same way. People don't come trying to play the same games. But if they're trying to play games, if you're getting the same people and you keep having these disasters happen over and over, or you don't date them because you see the tower in the future of that, whatever it is, you see that it won't last, then that is your opportunity to say, what do I need to change here to be where I want to be, okay? So the Queen of Cups needs to do more than look over the land, the people that she presides over for love. She needs to look in her own cup to love herself first, and listen to what guidance is she's being drawn to. Okay? So it's listening, taking the time to listen to yourself, instead of also just running around trying to find love outside of you. Okay? Because you know that always leads to disaster. You have to find what you're looking for inside. You have to be able to give that to yourself first, if you want a happy life, if you want a change. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to do Scorpio. Scorpio, we have the Shapeshifter. Nice. Scorpio. Transform and unveil your gifts. So many gifts for someone with so much love. And someone who has to dwell in the lower energies of love, because that's what Scorpios are. They're the Death card, right? So you're being asked to consider what you really want in your life. What do you want to do? And what gifts do you know you have that you have not allowed to come out and speak or write or draw or tarot, whatever you want. You know what I mean? You're hiding these because you think people won't approve. But if people don't approve anyway, what does it matter? All right, here's your tarot. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. I hope you are. Okay, so Scorpio, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Tower reversed. We have the Two of Cups. Seven of Wands, reversed. Okay, so we have love over on this side. We have the Two of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So this is Prince Charming writing in, and this is, they could say it's like soulmates. Is that soulmates? Yeah, the two of Cups. So It's two people in love that seem to have a close connection. But it's also a place where there may be a choice what to do with the relationship, whether to move on. This person came in like Prince Charming. And maybe you're wondering if that's too good to be true. Maybe you know already because you guys are so connected intuitively. Maybe you don't know anything yet, but you may be feeling or seeing the beginnings of something you feel like you can't conquer. Seven of Wands is unable to. Maybe you didn't see what was really there. Like there's obstacles there that you're not sure if it's worth going through that. It's not. This is a relationship worth pursuing. Okay. Because you can see, because it feels like that it's going to crash at any time, okay? Just draw it back. It feels like something's going to crash at any time. So, not only are you being asked to unveil your gifts, you're being asked to trust them. You're already getting messages. Trust your gifts. You don't have to explain all that. You can just say, it's not working out for me, if that's how you feel. We're not here to please other people. We're here to do our life's work. That may not involve allowing other people access to us when their intentions are not good. Okay? All right. Next we have Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn. So, why am I struggling with who's next? Weird. Okay. Capricorn. Did I skip somebody? I skipped somebody. I have to write them down. Did I skip Libra? I skipped Libra. Let me go back to Libra, okay? Okay, Libra, you're being asked to be the wife. Something's happened for a reason. I'm going to leave the cards as they are because maybe that's how it rolls. You can let me know what you think. So, Libra, this is the White Witch. You're asked to be the light. The light. Now, I know you're all about balance. I know that you may not believe in this. Justice, balance. But there's got to be a part of you that knows that you have powers. That you wonder. Maybe you were told as a child not to look at those. But this is an owl of knowledge, and these antlers, this is like protection. You already have spiritual protection because you came in with powers. So you're asked to embrace those because those are good powers. You have them to serve good. You came in to bring justice. See, this is your card that happened for a reason. And not to be afraid of those powers. A lot of the society norms have been here to squish our creativity and our ability to manifest for ourselves and a better world. Because of your attachment to the normal type of society, you can be the bridge and bring light where there's not any. And you don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. Because you've been doing it without even knowing it anyway. But it's time to step into that. It's time to understand who you are. Okay, let's do a little tarot for Libra. Eight of Cups, reversed. Nine of Pentacles, reversed. King of Pentacles. Five of Swords, reversed. Okay. You get a lot of anxiety over this. how can you go back to that, you're saying? How can you go back to what you left behind as a child, what you were told you're not supposed to talk about, right? The gifts that you have. Well, because you have your eye on the prize, you have your eye on this King of Pentacles, or you want to be this King of Pentacles. You're afraid that society won't agree. You're afraid you will. This is the Five of Swords reversed. This is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. You're worried that you can't take care of yourself financially if you do that. And you're worried that other people will battle you. You'll hear this and it's going to disrupt your idea of who you are. I don't think who you think you are is truly who you are. And that's the point. You must be having some kind of something going on in your life for this to come up for you. And maybe you're saying, I can't believe you're talking about me. Right? So, if that wasn't true, how is this here? Just a thought. Be the light, ask for guidance. You may be in a line of people that have these gifts. Embrace them. All right, Capricorn, let's go. Capricorn, your guidance from your angels and ancestors is to surround yourself with protective energy. Okay. So this arrow, you're being attacked somehow, right? So the angels and your ancestors are asking you to ask for protection from them, spiritual protection, because they're watching and they need you to ask for help. Okay, God, ask God, ancestors, your higher self, the Creator, universe. And not only that, is physically you need to do what you need to do to be safe for you and your children. Okay? You know what I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to pull a little bit of tarot. King of Cups reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. Tower reversed. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. Somebody around you is emotionally imbalanced and abusive, right? You're walking on eggshells or worse. Seven of Wands. You can't get past somebody else's addictions or their anger or the obstacles they put in your way because they just want to. Okay? Let the tower fall. Let it crumble. Let it crumble. You can't go on this way. You know that. Queen of Swords, do you know what the truth is? This is a good time to release. Of course, your actions are all your, I can't tell you what to do in any situation. Nobody can, because this is your life. But if you need a confirmation of what you think, here it is. Either way. So, again, this can be you or the person you're dealing with. It can flip all. It can be all or not resonate at all. So, you know what the truth is? Minimum, protect yourself. Do a timeout. Protect yourself. And do some deep thinking about what's really going on here. Okay? Alright, so now we're doing Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Moon card. Take note of intuitive messages. As you're out conquering the world, and I love that about you, going to new heights, discovering new things, you're being asked to listen to your inner guidance. and intuitive messages. You know, the ones that say, check twice for a car. The ones that say, maybe you shouldn't take that flight. Okay, that's what you're being asked to listen to. There's something you're missing here. I don't know what's going on in your life, but let's see if we can get some clarification. That's Strength reversed. So that's, and then we have King of Cups. We have the Tower. Wow, a lot of towers. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So, excuse me. You know someone's not being, you're asking for something to be fair. There's a King of Cups, but he's, it could be a water sign, it could be the energy. There's something about emotion. There's something about not being strong enough to face something, to face what's coming, to put an end to this. Whatever you think you know you need to put an end to. You're getting messages that you need to do this. Because this person that offers love, or this loving situation, it looks fair, right? Excuse me. It looks fair and it looks balanced, and it looks like this person really cares about you, or the company cares about you, or something like that. Or it's a good place, or whatever, that they're coming from a place of their heart. It looks good, but why is this happening? Why are you being asked to look further? There's something in you that's going, that alarms are going off. What is it that you're not seeing? And why don't you have the strength to look at truly what's happening? Because either way it's going to fall. It's either fallen or it's gonna. So if it's already fallen, then you're being asked to, what did you miss? What information did you get that you did not follow? Okay? You know, things aren't always what they seem, obviously. And that's what you're understanding right now, right? Okay. We'll catch up tomorrow on that one. Alright, let's moving on. We're moving on to Aquarius now. Aquarius, your guidance is summer, to bask in joy in life. Enjoy this abundance that you have. Enjoy it. Don't look at, oh, how long is this going to last? Enjoy it. If you're going through a time of prosperity and love right now, which you may be looking at, you maybe see it coming. At what point were you going to get it? At what point do you think you didn't deserve it? We all deserve it. Let it come and enjoy it. You don't have to make it difficult. There doesn't have to be anything alternate in there, okay? But we're going to pull a few more cards just to clarify, all right? King of Pentacles reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Okay, I can see. So the past is the past, you know. You messed up. Maybe you didn't you didn't hold up your side of the contract, whatever that was. And maybe you didn't do things, maybe you weren't financially responsible in the past. And maybe you did things for egotistical and selfish reasons. You fought and battled people. And just to win. But you've worked hard at doing better. Every day you put in time. You've mastered that part of yourself. Or you think you have. I think you're just so afraid that you don't deserve the success. This is the card of success. You deserve it. You're being told by the angels and ancestors you deserve it. Please enjoy it. Don't make it look like the other shoe is going to drop. Because if the shoe is going to drop, it is anyway. But there's no warning here. There's a warning to say, would you just enjoy this? It's summer still, you know, at least for another week or so. All right. You got this. You deserve it. All right. Last but not least, we have Pisces. Excuse me. Pisces, you have the Oracle. Wait for important information. Okay. You see that she's got the cup, your water. Pisces. It's kind of like, have you considered that you might be like getting a lot of messages on a regular basis, that you may be an oracle? Maybe somebody that was always receiving messages, but maybe didn't want to be that person, or maybe that frightened you a little bit. Maybe it's coming more and it's scaring you. You're being asked to just wait. It doesn't help, does it? Okay, we're going to get more information. Page of Swords reversed. Star reversed. Eight of Cups. This one, I can feel you blocking it. Wow. Whew. Okay, and then the last one is the Five of Swords reversed. So this is a lot of turmoil here. Not truth, breaking contracts, not misinformation, fighting for, like egotistical, living in an illusion, fantasy, lying to yourself, and having to walk away from something. Waiting for information. Okay, for some reason, I think you're asking for help from God or your ancestors. Yes, it's coming. They're very proud of what you've accomplished, how you walked away from this. It feels like your inner turmoil and addiction. That's how it feels, and I apologize if I'm not right. It could be from an emotional, codependent kind of relationship, but it feels like it's more about self-deception. Maybe it's about feeling like you're victimized, something like that. But you're trying to walk away from that. You're trying not to do things in the same way. Shh. Wait for information. Be still. How do you do that? Just try to be with yourself. Try to get comfortable in your skin, because it's coming. You've been avoiding something, and it's big. You've had to work hard at avoiding this. What if it was something so big that you couldn't imagine the person you came here to be, the person you're supposed to be, who you've been avoiding the divine guidance to be? Trusting is big, because the manipulation you've been doing has not been working, so this is where we are. And you're just asked to trust. And it is a time to release the things you are releasing, and that's beautiful. All right? I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. I'll put timestamps in the description box. You guys are awesome. Take care.